My husband cheated on me with my sister, and now my whole family is acting like I'm the villain for not forgiving them. I'm a 35-year-old woman, and I never imagined I'd be pouring my heart out on Reddit like this. Yet here I am, sitting in a half-empty apartment, staring at unsigned divorce papers, and wondering how my life turned into such a damn mess. It all came crashing down about 6 months ago, or at least that's when I found out. My husband, who I'll call Mark, is 37. We've been married for 8 years. We met in college, built what I thought was a rock-solid relationship, and decided to hold off on kids to focus on our careers. I'm a graphic designer, he's in marketing, and we had this adorable little house in the suburbs we renovated together. Life felt good, or so I thought. It was just a random Tuesday. I got off work early after a client meeting was canceled, so I decided to surprise Mark with takeout from his favorite Thai spot. I walked into our home, and there they were, Mark and my younger sister, Emily, who's 29, on our couch, half naked, scrambling like teenagers caught red-handed. Emily's shirt was on the floor, Mark's pants were undone, and the looks on their faces, I'll never forget them. Shock, guilt, and then this bizarre defiance from Emily, like she'd been waiting for me to catch her. "What the fuck?" I screamed, dropping the food bag. Pad Thai spilled everywhere. A stupid detail to cling to, but it's burned in my memory. Mark jumped up, stammering, "Babe, it's not what it looks like," which has to be the dumbest line any cheating bastard has ever used. Emily just sat there, pulling her shirt back on, and said, "We need to talk, sis. This has been going on for a while." A while? Turns out a while meant almost a year. They'd been meeting at her place, in hotels, even in our goddamn guest room when I was out of town for work. Emily admitted it started after a family barbecue last summer. Mark had been helping her with relationship advice because her boyfriend at the time was a jerk, and one thing led to another. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I kicked them both out that night, sobbing and hurling Mark's clothes into the yard like I was in some over-the-top movie scene. I'm sure the neighbors got quite a show. The next day, I called my mom, who's 58, because that's what you do when your world implodes. You call your mom. I was bawling, spilling everything, expecting her to take my side, to call Emily a homewrecker or worse. Instead, she said, "Oh, honey, calm down. Emily called me last night. She feels awful. Mark, too. Maybe you should hear them out. Relationships have ups and downs and fing." Ups and downs? This wasn't a rough patch. This was betrayal on a whole other level. I hung up, furious, and texted my dad, who's 60, hoping he'd be the voice of reason. His reply? "Your sister says it was a mistake. Mark's a good guy. Don't throw away your marriage over this." A mistake? Sleeping with my sister for a year is a mistake? I felt like I'd stepped into the twilight zone. Over the next week, the family group chat blew up. My brother Jake, who's 32 and always the peacekeeper, messaged me privately. "Sis, Emily's really broken up about this. She didn't mean to hurt you. And Mark, he's family now. Can't we all just talk?" Even my aunt, my mom's sister, got in on it, posting some vague quote about forgiveness on Facebook and tagging me. It felt like my entire family had decided I was the problem for being angry. Mark kept calling, leaving voicemails like, "I love you, baby. Emily was a mistake. We can fix this. Therapy, whatever you want." Emily showed up at my door 2 days later, tears streaming down her face, saying, "I know I fucked up, but I love him too. Can't we figure this out as sisters?" As sisters? I slammed the door in her face. I haven't spoken to any of them since, except for the bare minimum with Mark about splitting our stuff. I'm crashing at a friend's place now, but the lease on our house is in both our names, so that's a nightmare. Am I the asshole for cutting everyone off? For not even considering forgiveness? It feels like they're gaslighting me into thinking this is just normal family drama. Reddit. What do I do? I've never felt so alone. Update 1. Wow, I didn't expect so many responses to my original post. Thank you to everyone who commented. Some of you really helped me feel less crazy. It's been about 3 weeks since I first shared my story, and things have escalated in ways I never saw coming. First off, I finally signed the divorce papers. Mark came over to pick up more of his things, and we had a massive blowout. He was teary-eyed, begging me to reconsider, saying, "I know I messed up, but Emily and I, it just happened. She's not you, you're my wife." "Not anymore," I snapped. "And it just happened? For a year? With my sister? Fuck you, Mark." He tried to hug me, and I pushed him away so hard he stumbled. That's when he dropped a bombshell. "Your family thinks you're overreacting. Your mom said you've always been jealous of Emily, and this is just you punishing her for being younger and prettier." Jealous? Prettier? I was stunned. I've never been jealous of Emily. If anything, I've always protected her. She was the baby of the family, got away with everything. But me? Jealous? That night, I called my mom to confront her. Did you really tell Mark I'm jealous of Emily? I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. She sighed, like I was being difficult. Well, honey, you have to admit, Emily's always been the outgoing one. You are more reserved, and Mark's a catch. Maybe this is a sign you two need to work on things. Work on things? She went on to say that Emily had confided in her months ago about the affair, and Mom advised them to end it quietly without telling me. I thought it would blow over, she said. No need to ruin your marriage. I lost it. You knew? You knew my husband was fucking my sister and you didn't tell me? She got defensive. Emily was scared. She loves you. And Mark, he's like a son to me. Families make mistakes. I hung up and blocked her number. Then I blocked Dad, Jake, everyone. But not before Jake texted me. Mom's crying because of you. Emily's a mess too. Mark says you're being vindictive. Come on, sis. Let's have a family meeting. Vindictive? For being hurt? The more I think about it, the more I realize this isn't just about the cheating. It's like the whole family has been rooting for Emily all along. I'm starting to remember little things now, like how Mom always praised Emily's looks and her job as a teacher, which apparently makes her a saint, while my design work was dismissed as just artsy stuff. And Mark, he always flirted with her at family dinners, but I thought it was harmless. I've started seeing a therapist, which helps a little. She says this sounds like classic family favoritism, and the cheating is just the tip of the iceberg. But now Emily's posting cryptic stuff on Instagram about sisterly bonds and forgiveness, and mutual friends are reaching out, saying I should give her a chance. One even said, affairs happen. Your sister's hot. Can you blame Mark? Excuse me? I'm focusing on myself now. I've got a new apartment lined up and work is going okay. But the anger, it's eating me alive. Has anyone dealt with family betrayal like this? How do you move on when everyone you love picks the cheaters over you? Update 2. Holy shit, you guys. It's been another month, and I feel like I've stumbled into a soap opera nightmare. First off, thank you again for all the support in the comments. Reading your stories has been a lifeline. I thought blocking my family would give me peace, but nope, they found ways around it. It started with Mark showing up at my work. I have a small office in a co-working space, and there he was, waiting in the lobby with flowers. We need to talk, he said, loud enough for my colleagues to hear. I dragged him outside, furious. What the hell are you doing here? He launched into a speech. I ended things with Emily. For real this time. I choose you. Your family misses you. Emily's sorry, and she wants to make it up to you. Ended things? As if that erases a year of lies. I told him to fuck off and threatened to call security. But as he left, he said something that stuck with me. Your sister isn't as innocent as you think. Ask her about Jake. Jake? My brother? What did that mean? I caved and unblocked Jake for a minute to text him. What does Mark mean about you and Emily? He called me immediately, sounding panicked. Don't listen to Mark. He's just trying to stir shit. Emily and I, it's nothing. Nothing? I pressed him. Did something happen between you two? There was a long pause, and then he admitted. It was one time, years ago, before you and Mark even got married. We were drunk at a party, hooked up. It was a mistake. Emily swore me to secrecy. Years ago? My sister hooked up with my brother? That's... what the actual fuck? You slept with our sister? I yelled. He stammered. It was consensual. We were young, stupid. We never talked about it again. Mark found out somehow and has been holding it over us. Holding it over them? Suddenly, pieces started clicking. Is that why the family is so quick to defend Emily and Mark? Because Mark knows this dirty secret and could expose it? Jake begged me not to tell anyone. Please, sis. It'll destroy Mom and Dad. Emily's life too. She's not a bad person. She just makes bad choices. Bad choices? This isn't forgetting to pay a bill. This is sleeping with your brother and then your sister's husband. I hung up, my mind reeling. I confronted Emily via email since I couldn't bring myself to call. Her response was a novel. Yes, Jake and I made a mistake in college. We were experimenting, curious. It was one night. Mark found out when I confided in him during our thing. He promised not to tell, but now he's using it to manipulate everyone. But sis, I love you. We can get past this. Remember when we were kids and shared everything? Shared everything? Like my husband? I didn't reply. Instead, I dug deeper. I talked to an old college friend who knew us all back then. She hesitated but spilled. Yeah, there were rumors about Emily and Jake. They were super close, always touchy. I thought it was weird, but no one said anything. And Emily, she's always been flirty with everyone's guys. Remember your ex, Tom? She hit on him too. Tom? My college boyfriend? He broke up with me out of nowhere, saying he needed space. Did Emily have something to do with that? This is changing everything I thought I knew about my family. They're not just enabling cheaters, they might be a whole nest of secrets. Mom called from a new number. Guess she got a burner or something, leaving a voicemail. Sweetie, Jake told me you know. It was a phase. Kids do dumb things. Don't judge. Come home. We can talk. A phase? I'm questioning my entire childhood now. Was there more I missed? Therapy is helping, but I'm paranoid. Mark texted me last night. See, your family's got secrets. Let's start over, clean slate. As if. I'm not sure what to do next. Expose them? Walk away forever? The betrayal feels like it's layers deep now. Update 3. All right, Reddit, buckle up because this update is a doozy. It's been 2 weeks since my last post, and I've uncovered shit that makes me wish I'd never started digging. First, I want to thank you for the advice that pushed me to get a lawyer, not just for the divorce, but to protect myself if things get uglier. Good call, I needed it. After Jake's confession, I couldn't let it go. I met up with him in person at a neutral spot, a coffee shop far from home. He looked like hell, bags under his eyes, fidgety. Why did you really tell me about you and Emily? I asked. He sighed. Mark's blackmailing us. When the affair started, Emily told him about our incident to make him feel less guilty, I guess. Like, I've done worse. But now that you're divorcing him, he's threatening to tell everyone unless we convince you to take him back. Blackmail? What does he have on you besides words? Jake admitted Mark has texts from Emily detailing the hookup saved somewhere. He's got proof, and there's more. More? Jake hesitated, then dropped. Emily's not just been with me and Mark. Dad? He knows things too. Dad? My stomach dropped. What about Dad? Jake looked away. A few years back, Emily confessed to me that she had a thing with Dad's business partner, Greg. It was brief, but Dad found out and covered it up to save face. Greg's married, has kids. If it comes out, it could ruin Dad's business. Emily slept with Dad's partner? This is insane. I pressed for details, and Jake said it happened at a company retreat 4 years ago. Dad walked in on them, but instead of exploding, he paid Greg off or something to keep quiet. Dad's always protected Emily, Jake said bitterly. She's the favorite. Me, I get lectures. You, ignored. Protected her? From her own messes? I drove straight to my parents' house after that, unannounced. Mom answered the door, surprised. Honey, you've come to your senses? I pushed past her. Dad was in the living room, watching TV. Tell me about Emily and Greg, I said flatly. They both froze. Mom started crying. How did you? It was nothing, a silly fling. Your father handled it. Dad grunted. Emily was going through a rough time. Greg took advantage. I made sure it ended. Took advantage? Emily's an adult. And you didn't think to tell me any of this while she was screwing my husband? I yelled. That's when Emily walked in from the kitchen. I didn't even know she was there. Sis, stop this. You're digging up old dirt to hurt me. Hurt her? You destroyed my marriage. She rolled her eyes. Mark came on to me. I said no at first, but he was persistent. And yeah, I've made mistakes, but so have you. Remember that guy in high school you cheated on with his best friend? What? I never cheated on anyone. She smirked. That's not what I told Mark. I said you had a history, so he wouldn't feel bad. She fabricated lies about me to justify the affair? Mom jumped in. Girls, stop fighting. We're family. Dad added, Mark's willing to forget everything if you come back. He's a good provider. A good provider? That's what this boils down to? I stormed out, but not before Emily whispered, if you keep this up, I'll make sure everyone knows your secrets too, even if I have to make them up. Now Mark's emailing me evidence of my supposed past affairs, faked screenshots, I think from Emily. My therapist says this is emotional abuse, possibly heading toward defamation. The lawyer agrees. We're building a case for restraining orders. But here's the cliffhanger. Last night, I got an anonymous text with a photo of Emily and some guy I don't recognize, in a hotel bed. The message read, she's cheating on Mark now. Want more proof? Who sent this? Mark, trying to win me back? Jake? Or someone else in this messed up web? I don't know, but it's got me scared of what else is out there. Update 4. Jesus Christ, Reddit. I don't even know where to start with this one. It's been a week since that anonymous text, and I've barely slept. That photo of Emily in bed with some random guy? It was just the tip of the iceberg. I stared at it for hours, zooming in, trying to figure out who the hell sent it. The number was blocked, no trace. Part of me wanted to ignore it, but curiosity, or maybe rage, won out. I forwarded it to my lawyer first, just in case it was a setup. Then I did something stupid. I texted Mark about it. "Who's this guy with Emily? You sending me this shit to manipulate me?" He called back within minutes, sounding way too eager. "Babe, I knew you'd reach out. Yeah, that's her latest fling. Some dude she met at a bar last week. I caught her texting him, confronted her, and she admitted they've been hooking up since we broke up. Her words. She's playing us both." "Playing us? You two are still together?" I asked, my voice shaking. He laughed bitterly. "Not really. After you left, we tried to make it official, but she's, well, you know Emily, always looking for the next thrill. I ended it for good when I found out about this guy. That's why I sent you the photo, anonymously, because I didn't want you thinking it was a ploy." "He sent it? Why the fuck would you do that?" He paused, then said, "To show you she's the problem, not me. I messed up, but Emily's a serial cheater. She's done this to everyone. Remember her ex, the jerk from last year? She was cheating on him with me from the start. And before that, God knows who else. Serial cheater? It fit with everything I'd learned, but hearing Mark admit it made my skin crawl. "You're no better," I shot back. "You cheated on me with her." He got quiet. "I know, but I love you. Let's meet up, talk without all the family bullshit." I hung up, blocked him again. But damn, it planted seeds of doubt. Not about taking him back, but about how deep Emily's patterns go. Then things got weirder. Jake texted me from yet another number. "Sis, that photo? I sent it. Don't trust Mark. He and Emily are still screwing around. He's just trying to turn you against her so he can play the hero." What? Jake claimed he hacked into Emily's phone. He's in IT, so maybe, and found a whole folder of pics with different guys, some dating back years. "She's been cheating on everyone she's ever dated," he said when I called him. "Even that one time with me, it wasn't one time. It happened a few times in college, and she swore me to secrecy because she was seeing someone else then too. A few times? With our brother? I felt sick. Why are you telling me now?" He sighed. "Because mom and dad are pushing me to fix things, but I can't anymore. Emily's toxic. She even tried to hit on my wife once. Nothing happened, but it almost ended my marriage. I stayed quiet to keep the peace, but seeing what she's doing to you, it's enough." Hit on his wife? This was new. Jake's been married for 5 years to Sarah, who's 30 and always been standoffish at family events. Now I get why. Sarah caught Emily sending flirty texts to her a couple years ago, Jake confessed. Emily played it off as a joke, but it was creepy. We distanced ourselves, but mom guilted us back in. My head was spinning. Emily's not just cheating on partners. She's crossing lines with family, friends, everyone. I confronted mom over email, the safest way. Jake told me about Emily and Sarah. How much cheating have you covered up? Her reply was a wall of denial. "Oh, honey, that's exaggerated. Emily's just affectionate. Sarah overreacted. And Jake's always been dramatic. Focus on your own marriage. Mark says he's done with her. Give him another chance." Affectionate? That's her excuse for everything? I'm done protecting their secrets. My therapist says this is a family pattern of enabling infidelity, probably going back generations. Mom mentioned once that grandma had indiscretions dad forgave. It's like cheating is their normal. I've started journaling all this, and my lawyer's prepping for possible slander suits if they keep spreading lies about me. But now I'm paranoid. Is there more? Has Emily targeted my friends too? One girlfriend from work admitted Emily friended her on social media months ago and asked weird questions about my schedule. Was she scoping out times to meet Mark? The anonymous texts haven't stopped. I got another one yesterday. "Emily's cheating with your ex, Tom. Check her old emails." Tom? From college? If that's true, it means her betrayal started way before Mark. I'm terrified to look, but I have to know. This web of affairs is unraveling everything I thought my family was. Update 5. Final update, I think. Or at least, I'm calling it quits on sharing for now, because this has drained me completely. It's been 10 days since the last update, and I've hit rock bottom, but maybe started climbing out. First, that anonymous text about Tom, I bit the bullet and reached out to him. We hadn't spoken in over a decade, but he agreed to a quick call. "Yeah," he said awkwardly. "Emily and I hooked up right before we broke up. She came on to me at a party, said you two were on the rocks. I felt guilty. Ended things with you the next day. I'm sorry, I was young and stupid." On the rocks? We weren't. Things were fine until he ghosted me. Emily orchestrated the whole breakup? "She told me you were cheating on me first," he added. "Showed me some fake texts. I believed her." Fake texts? Sound familiar? That's her MO. Armed with that, I went nuclear. I compiled everything. screenshots, confessions from Jake, the photo, Tom's story, and sent it in a group email to the entire family, including aunts, uncles, cousins. I titled it, The Truth About Emily's Cheating and How You've All Enabled It. I laid it out, her affair with Mark, the incestuous hookups with Jake, the fling with Dad's partner, the hit on Jake's wife, manipulating my college breakup, and now cheating on Mark with random guys. I ascended masters only. I ended with, You've chosen her lies over me every time. I'm done. Don't contact me. The fallout was instant. Mom called sobbing. How could you air our dirty laundry? Emily's devastated. She's in therapy now because of you. Because of me? Dad emailed. This is defamation. Delete it or we'll sue. Good luck. My lawyer says it's all provable. Jake texted. Thanks for including my stuff without asking, but honestly, relieved it's out. Sarah and I are cutting ties too. Even Mark chimed in. You win. I'm moving out of state. Emily's a mess. Turns out she was cheating on me with that bar guy and 2 others. I should have listened to you. 2 others? He sounded broken, but I didn't care. Karma's a bitch, I replied, then blocked him. Emily's response was the worst. A long voicemail. You bitch. You've ruined my life. Everyone knows now. My job, my friends. I hate you. But fine, here's the truth. I did it all because you always acted superior, like your perfect life was better than mine. Cheating with Mark? It felt good taking something from you. And yeah, I slept with Tom to break you up. You didn't deserve him. Happy now? She admitted it all, like it was a game. I saved the voicemail for my lawyer. The family chat exploded, some relatives siding with me, others calling me vindictive. An aunt I barely talked to messaged, I knew about Emily's ways. Your mom covered up her cheating in high school, too. Sorry I stayed silent. High school? This goes back forever. But you know what? Exposing it felt freeing. I've got my divorce finalized, a restraining order against Emily and Mark, and I'm moving to a new city for a fresh start. Therapy's helping me process that my family normalized cheating as mistakes to protect their image. Is this resolved? Kinda. I'm free, but the scars are deep. If there's more drama, I'll update, but for now, I'm focusing on me. Thanks, Reddit, for getting me through this nightmare. If your family's hiding cheating skeletons, run. Don't walk away.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Take care.